Yeah, we got, it's low, but the volume is low.
TV volume is
Probably not hurt, yeah. Because I don't have the hotel taxes thing, but I do have.
Can we get you to do one more test? Yes. We can a little bit.
Yeah. Well.
No, it looks like you're in here
Well,
twice.
Hey,
How are
you? Happy New Year.
Okay.
New Year, but
Happy
do I need to
New
go over this, or is that, that's my question. We didn't do this last time, right?
We didn't, remember that was done individually on the own, we went over
So,
the thing, but then we discussed it, we didn't really go over, we didn't score. Not as a group, we just, some of us did it individually, some used this matrix, some did not. But that was done in advance.
Can you try leaving all the way out, just closing the program completely and then coming back?
We just read it, discussed it.
Yes. Can you see us? It is still very quiet, but I'm not sure if that's your microphone or this TV.
And then people discuss it, and then we just put it.
Is her volume okay for you to catch what she?
Yeah, when she says something, I can hear her. I can hear her. Yes. And we'll just pause and ask you. Okay. Okay. So do you agree? Then we'll okay, that's what we did last time.
Oh, that's fine, I just didn't know if I needed to go over
No, I would.
the process. Is that
Just watch your step right there.
complicated?
It was what?
Yeah, this sounds more complicated than what I did.
No, it's in there. You can have that, or you can have it on the other side, Marion. So everybody's here.
Long time no almost talked to you.
Everybody's here. Everybody, deep breath. You ready to start? Is it okay, Alex?
Yeah, we're ready to start when you are.
Okay. Good afternoon. It is 6:03 and the Duncanville Arts Commission Special Meeting Workshop is called to order. Happy New Year, everybody. And the agenda's before us. We have 3 public comments that were received. I'll read the first one. It's subject Arts Commission public comment, January 12th, 2026, from Lee to Alex Hamby. I had attended the Duncanville Rights at the Duncanville Library since October 2025. This group had enriched my writing skills. Sincere critiques, enjoyed hearing other writers' stories. Marianne Taylor, coordinator, taught us a lot. Thank you, sincerely, Lee, 3430 South Edelweiss Drive, Grand Prairie, Texas, 75052. Thank you. Okay, the next comment is from James Sonnier to Alex Handy. Where have all the poets gone? Document. Ron Sonnier, 1314 Ellesmere Drive, Duncanville, Texas, 75116. And he included in our packet, the poem, Where Have All the Poets Gone? You wanna read it?
Sure.
Okay.
In the days of old and nights of old, poets seemed to be everywhere. Some were great and memorable. Every profession had their poet. Poets. There was even a lawyer who wrote one, and you'll know it. Don't believe me later. The problem is poems don't sell well. When was the last time you saw a book of poems on the bestseller list? Poets seem to have been reduced. So what happened? I believe they followed the money. You can still hear them even now. Lyrics of songs, you may think this is something new. Nope. Remember that lawyer? His name was Francis Scott Key. Not familiar? The title was In Defense of Fort McHenry. You don't know it? They changed the title and added a tune from an English drinking song. Still confused? We call it the Star Spangled Banner.
Okay. Ready, and public comment number 3 is from Linda Stern. Dear Arts Commission, I would like to have a place available for Duncanville artists and craft persons to display and sell their creations. This should be set up at no cost, but when items sold, a 10 to 15% commission could be paid to location. This allows the artist crafter to have the ability to show and sell items without major costs, starving artist types included. There could be a revolving period of 60 days or specific time period. Fair charges out the items and creators. The idea is to have numerous creators showing at the same time, and limits to their items can also be allocated, i.e. less than 10 to allow more people to display. I would limit to only Duncanville residents, as I think we have many such here, and we should not be limited because of non-residents. We can always revisit these ideas if implemented. Sincerely, Linda Stern, 415 Shorewood Drive, Duncanville, Texas, 75116. Okay. Those are our public comments, and we don't have anybody here, so. Okay. Moving on, we will review the final project reports. Grant recipients are required to submit a final report within 45 days of project completion. The report must include documentation of project outcomes, financial details, attendance and public engagement, and tourism or hotel impact if applicable. Failure to submit a complete and timely report will result in ineligibility for the next 4 grant cycles. The first one that we received was a report from Rhythm of Heartbeats Dance Experience.
Is that in the packet?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Page 3.
This stage staff report.
Yes, the staff report, page 3.
So the link was active in the packet that I sent.
Right, right. So did everybody have a chance to review it? Do we need to?
I emailed you, Alex.
I sent
For
it
some reason, I know you
to
sent
you
it,
yesterday.
and for some reason, even when I logged in with the appropriate credentials, it just didn't work out.
Oh.
It said that well, the same issue I discussed, but I guess we can figure that out later.
It is all in front of you, and I can send you the links in a follow-up. I can send you all the links in a follow-up.
Okay, would you take a moment to review the staff report, and if anybody has any questions?
And just one footnote, it came in too late, but Candace Johnson also sent in her report too. I just bring that up because she does have another grant application in there.
So we're looking at the Rhythm of Heartbeat, staff report. Any comments, any questions?
I certainly enjoyed the different types of dances.
Yeah,
I thought that was, inclusive.
yes, very much so. So other than just reviewing the staff report, Alex, do we have to do anything? Do we have to vote on anything?
There's no action.
No
It's
action
just
on it.
letting you know that these reports have come in, giving you a chance to review them. As some of them may impact decisions tonight, some of them may impact future decisions, but it's just making sure that you're getting them when they come in and there's a meeting.
Okay.
So if there's anything else additional you need me to send you, like, for example, the links, I can send those separately. This was quite a hefty
Yeah. This was a big one,
document,
right.
so.
But I was able to access it, sorry you weren't, but I was able to.
Do you have a regular email or like a,
I have a regular email,
okay.
it was just a regular.
Yeah, I was
No,
able to
mine didn't work
access
at first. He did something, he reset something, and then.
Yeah, I thought I did the same thing in this case, but I guess I might have something in the settings, I'm not sure.
Okay. The second report was from, staff report was from the Gerald Weiss. I attended that one, that was a really nice event, musical event. It doesn't have a staff report, but covering, but it's just this one. But he's one that did it at D.L. Hopkins Senior Center, and, the musicians, they played a variety of different musics and so forth, and it was nicely attended, it was nice.
I think most of these really did a good job
Yes.
of the reports.
Yes. Then we have, Superfly, which was the next one.
And she also sent a presentation by way of a link. So it was an interactive with video and such, and I can resend that link if you'd like.
And the final one was, the Winter Showcase. The Journey Dance Center. Very professional, very detailed, a lot of pictures.
Which one was that?
The last one was 2025 Winter Showcase.
Oh, I really wanna see it, I got missed out.
Yes, I don't think she really advertised I didn't know when she.
In some instances, grant applicants did send us or send me some things, but in other instances, they did not.
Right.
And I apologize that some of the pages are upside down, no matter what I did. Acrobat decided made its own decisions.
Yeah.
We would not have said a word.
Our system's been real wonky the last couple weeks. It's like it also needed a refresh from New Year
Okay.
that we have not given it, and so it's being a
Oh,
little
there's
finicky
one, I
with
just said
us.
I didn't see it, I just saw it.
I think there's only a couple.
This is important, it's fine.
So do we have any comments regarding the, final project reports? Any questions? You all satisfied with what's presented, or any questions? Anything else you want to say? Okay. Do you have any, Linda? I do not. Okay. All right. So before we start the, next part of the, Arts Commission to consider the following grant applications, most of us, hopefully, have had an opportunity to read it. We'll take a few moments to give you a few moments for those who haven't. But, our, vice chair is just gonna go over a couple little tidbits that are gonna help us in our review and making our decision as to whether to grant or not to grant, the applicants, okay?
Okay, so, in our notebooks, in the last section that says policy guidelines, if you'll go there to where it says grant categories and definitions, there's 3 types of grants, that we offer. Annual arts program grants, and you have to be, 501c3 to qualify for that. We can't fund more than 20,000. Their eligible uses are operations, production, artist fees, and venue rental. It must occur in Duncanville and serve a public purpose. And, as far as acknowledgements, the city and or commission logo must appear on all marketing. So that's it's pretty specific as far as the annual arts program grants.
Are you looking under eligibility and restrictions?
I'm
These
under
are
grant
grant
categories
categories and
and
definitions.
definitions.
Oh, right here.
And then the second type are single project support grants, which is what we get the most of. And it can be individuals, it can be nonprofits, businesses, city departments, and Duncanville Arts Commission. So there's a lot more flexibility as who can apply for this type. But it's not as much money. So, the city departments can, apply for up to 2,500. First time, applicants up to 3,000. And then returning applicants up to 10,000. We have some of those, so we'll have to keep track of that. The disbursement, that's, non-reimbursable. You wanna, what that means to them?
So in
That
most
means that
cases,
They don't have to reimburse, they don't have to reimburse the city when they
Oh,
get their
okay.
money from us.
Got it. Alright, and then, it
Sorry.
must also occur in Duncanville and serve a public purpose. And again, the same thing, city and or commission logo must appear in all marketing. So, this particular one is gonna have an effect on some of the applications tonight. And then the public arts grants, and it's, number 3, to support the creation and installation of permanent publicly accessible visual art. Individual artists, teams, nonprofits, or the Arts Commission are eligible for this type. Ineligible uses are landscaping, performing literary arts unless visually expressed. And then I would require it must occur in Duncanville and serve a public purpose. And again, must have the logos.
I do have a question on, for clarity, where it says ineligible uses, performing, can you elaborate on that?
For the public arts grant, performing or literary arts,
Just performing, literary.
just performing like,
Yes.
probably like a play or something like that. It's ineligible for this particular one, for public arts.
This needs to be more of a permanent art, like a mural or
Oh, okay.
sculpture, things like that. If they wanna have, the performing, then it would need to be another type
On
of
the special.
grant.
Right, under the single project.
Thank you.
Alright, and then one of the big things that kinda affects our funding is hot tax. And we haven't had that big whole meeting, talk about that, so, at the end of our packet, our section, it has the Texas hotel tax 2-step. And, the part 1, it says heads and beds. The first element of the 2-part test is this: every expenditure of hotel taxes must put heads in beds. So you're gonna hear me say over and over, whenever we talk about this, does it do that?
Yes.
And, so, I'm kind of the sore thumb there, I guess. What this means is that every funded project must attract overnight tours to the city's hotels and motels, thus promoting the city's hotel industry. For example, how about a week-long arts and crafts show? There's a very good chance that out-of-town guests might come to visit such an event, so expenditure of hotel tax money on that event would likely qualify. On the other hand, how about a quilting bee at a local nursing home? While a worthy cause, the quilting bee is unlikely to attract overnight tourists and therefore probably won't qualify to receive hotel tax funds. Since our money comes from hot funds, that's what we need to make sure these do. So I just wanted to kind of calibrate us for that.
But I also do wanna mention, that the city attorney does say there's a little bit of a leeway on it when they, since we're fairly new in doing the, grant process and things like that, so there is some flexibility. They can't guarantee, we can't guarantee, but we'd like to look at it in hopes that it does create some tourism and put some heads in beds. But there's no guarantee, like you said, there's some flexibility there. Okay.
I just feel like that, I think the city attorney's intent with his remarks during that, when he said to give some leeway, is to see how these applications pan out, to see what the ultimate results are.
Right.
The hotel occupancy tax rules are pretty set, so it's not a matter of flexibility with the rules, it's just seeing how these rounds of grants, how they pan out. Do they wind up putting heads in beds? Do they have that positive impact on hotels? Because if that is the result, then you all will have that as a measure to make your decisions, and they will also see those results too.
Is there a way to calculate that?
It's basically the presentation of what's in the application. Do you see, and as a group, do you see the potential for there being overnight stays, people staying in hotels, there being a positive impact? Because at this point, all of the funding, with the exception of about $400, is hotel occupancy tax. So it's all coming from hotels, putting revenue back into the city through this tax, with the intent that the city is going to help generate businesses for the hotels.
Any other questions? And then the last little tidbit that I wanna, thank you, it's just mentioned is when we get ready to put the motion on the floor, we always have to do it to the positive. For instance, we always make the motion to, approve the grant, and then we vote it up and down, okay? But it's always a positive motion. Alrighty, so, did you get that, Linda? Did you hear me? Okay. Alright, so the first one is the City of Duncanville Arts Commission podcast. And did everybody have a chance to review it? Oh, I forgot to mention, we are working with 74,000?
So I double checked with finance this morning, and the amount that I put into the staff reports for each of the individuals, I need to update that. The actual number is $102,704. Currently budgeted is $86,000. You have already awarded $12,000. Of that, $9,000 has been claimed. So the budgeted remaining amount as of today is $74,000. Would you like me to do what we've been doing for the past few, and I just do I read out the project brief for everybody?
Sure.
It seemed like that. It's popular.
Okay.
And Devin is taking off on us.
I am.
Yeah.
Is this something we said?
No, I have to go get my children. You know.
Get together.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So the project in brief goal is to initiate a Duncanville Arts Commission podcast series to promote the arts and tourism within the city. Besides guest artists, musicians, and poets, other creative choices could include Duncanville ISD personnel, grant recipients, and city officials. The grant request is for $3,000, and this is a single project support grant. And the budget was included.
And the reason that, just for information, is that we're trying to do the podcast. I want to make sure that we have some money in the coffers in case some, expenses come up. Whether it's, paying somebody or it's paying somebody to do some work or whatever, or green room if we have guests and some light refreshments for them. So I just wanted to make sure that we had some money to do it. But Julio and Mary Ann, I think you're working with them too, right, on the podcast? No, he's doing the poet laureate, okay. But they're gonna start. So that was the idea, because we don't want something to happen when we're starting the project and then an expense appear and then we say, like, well, we didn't budget, we can't do it. Okay. So, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to accept the motion. No, I move to.
A motion to,
Motion approved.
the motion to approve the request. Matt is working on it. Are you working on it?
I guess I move to approve, the $3,000 grant, to the Arts Commission podcast project.
Okay, it's been moved by Matt Brown, and second by Linda Lydia to approve the $3,000 grant request for the Duncanville Arts Commission podcast. Is there any unreadiness? All in favor, raise your hand.
I have one question.
Oh, okay.
before we do
Well, that's when unreadiness comes up, okay.
that. Okay, now, trying to figure out which one we're on now.
We're on the first one,
Okay,
Duncanville Arts Commission, single project grant, the one that says Arts Commission podcast, the project.
The applicant is Duncanville Arts Commission.
It's your very first one.
Okay, but I'm looking for, I see the names, I'm looking for the podcast.
No, that's not it. It's
Ma'am?
Sorry.
It should be closer to the beginning.
No, you don't have to. That was something that you could have done
just a few
individually
pages back.
and help with decisions, and then if you have some questions, for instance, some people utilize them, some people don't. That was it's entirely up to you. And then if you had questions or something, you could use the sheet to jot. That was just for work paper purposes. It's not required. Yes, it's not required.
It is.
You should find
It
it.
is this one. And so they'll go in order from
Okay,
here.
well, this was my first one here.
I'm sorry, say it again.
If you wanna give me that one,
Linda, what'd you
this
say?
one's in order, so this one's ready to go for you.
Just wondering what happened to this.
Okay, but we're still on the podcast, and then the next one
This was
is,
the first, this was on top
Right.
here like this.
right, but we're on the podcast one right now. No, we haven't finished the motion.
Okay.
We haven't voted yet.
Okay.
We have a question on the floor. Your question?
Is that Mary Ann Taylor?
Yes.
Okay, great, okay.
Mary Ann is spearheading it, but we're here to help also, but she's taking the lead, she and Julio.
I had already put yours over to the side.
Okay,
Sorry.
alrighty, so all in favor, say aye. Oh, I'm sorry, hands up.
And I think I should not vote, is that true? I don't think I should.
No, you can vote. vote? Any opposed?
So, your 2 votes?
Y'all are not voting?
Yeah, but you vote.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
And
So, motion carries.
yes.
Okay. So, that's 3,000. Thank you. Okay, so that one passed. Okay, so the next one?
yes, ma'am. Project Brief, a community event. Oh, so this one is called Derby Hat Bar Party, community event that is centered around the Kentucky Derby. Guests are invited to make their own Derby hats and watch the Derby on TV. Hat contest with awards. This would be taking place in Duncanville. It is, I am not entirely sure what type of grant is being requested because it's cut off on the scan, but the requested amount is $8,550. A budget was provided.
Any comments?
The arts connection here is very, very slim. It's the hats. Yeah. And, you know, that amount of money isn't terribly high, but, I have serious concerns.
Well, I think the part that just kind of got my attention was it said, we'll try to get DISD banned. And so if it's a derby, normally derbies, that I've attended, they've not had a band, but they just had a DJ or music, so, it just got my attention, that's all. As long as you have entertainment, I guess, that's the only thing that matters.
Well, I looked at this under the single project grant, because it's the only one that I see that they would qualify if they were applying. And she's a first-time applicant, so the max we would even be able to give her would be 3,000, because she's first time. But I too had trying to figure the arts aspect to it.
Yeah, it's not real strong on that.
More of a viewing party.
Now, if she would have maybe reconsidered, excuse me,
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we are talking about the Derby Hat Bar. There's some concern about the art connection of that particular grant request. She's asked for $8,550. She's a first-time applicant. The only one that she would fall under would be single project support grant. And being a first-time applicant, she would only qualify for 3,000. So those are the comments that we've had so far. Did you hear that? Okay.
Yeah, the art part, even the hat bar supplies is only 2,200. So I'm just,
now I have seen, I attend so many of these, but I have seen them where they have brought artists in to actually paint some of the ladies that were there. But I don't see, I was just reading her description, and
And she doesn't say anything about that. It was said that they've seen where, at other events that they paint the ladies.
yes,
Okay, do a picture?
yes.
Okay, but we don't see that in her description. We're not sure what, we're trying to figure out the arts aspect of it. I guess a hat would be designing a hat,
Yeah, I mean, that is.
but they have to buy.
But just, you
This
bring,
particular location is a hat sales site. And so I'm trying to figure out why the 2,200, I understand decoration, the setup, but she has an inventory of hats in the store already. So I'm not sure about this $2,200 for the hats, and I sort of also agree with, I'm not sure how this is art related.
I think it sounds like she's basically trying to bring people into her store, more traffic into her store, maybe.
I can agree with that.
I can agree with that too.
She would be a better choice for a,
Economic,
meet and greet, yeah,
a meet and greet,
not a meet and greet, but,
economic development,
Business,
a bit,
one of our
mixers.
mixers, that's the
Yes,
word I
it's
can
mixer.
think of. That might be a better option for them.
Or at least get them some, visibility and out there, and people see exactly what they're about.
Do we wanna?
So I just,
Did you recommend economic development? Is that what I heard you say or not?
No, we were just saying that maybe there are other venues, other things, like when we have our business mix or something, that would, because we're agreeing with what you're saying, it's
Yeah.
more like, she's trying to bring business development.
I'm over here gonna just be
Yeah,
staff, but I did recently, wind up at a market, and I did see somebody who was selling hats. And what they did with these hats was they were finding antiques, they were finding different pieces of materials and things like that, and turning the hats into wearable art. So that is a newer thing that is going on, and it looks like that's what she's describing.
Yeah.
I can
I'm
tell
trying to
you,
figure out about the decor though, because she's got the $2,200 on the first line
yeah, I think
of
that's
the estimated cost, and then you go down to where it says decor again, and there's a $1,200 line item. So, and maybe that's needed, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure exactly how, that all ties together.
unless she's speaking with the decor being part of the hat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And
But I'm
how much
thinking
of
the
hat-
part of the decor, the 2,200 is
Part of the hat decor, but the other decor is her decorations, like
Yes.
for
her,
the literal Kentucky Derby,
Of the room itself.
actual
Okay,
event,
yes,
historically.
okay,
Yes.
I can buy that.
yes. That's the way I interpret it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could, what do you think, offer her a small percentage of that for her supplies?
You mean on the 1,200?
On the 22.
Well, the
22.
I don't know, she doesn't have it
Yeah,
divided, but.
well, we can only award her 3,000 anyway, right?
Up to
Right,
3,000,
yeah,
up to 3,000. Yeah,
I would mean less than that.
yeah, we could maybe offer 2,000 towards her hat supplies and decor that she's, cause it's the decorations.
And that's
That's
what
art.
would be
That's the art component.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, just for discussion, I'm not saying yes or no, I would be interested in what people would think about that. On one hand, we want to encourage, on the other hand, we don't want to encourage wrongly.
I think this would tie in better to, as an add-on to a different festival, which possibly could, like, come out of a business mixer. But not by itself.
And it sounds like, we could probably, promote her better in a mixer. And she would get so much more from her business in something a little bit intimate. So we can understand I understand what you talked about because I've been to several of these. But you do have to have certain type of women and people that are interested in this type of, art.
Yeah, but then again, that's what she's also marketing, using the 350 of marketing to possibly bring in those types of women.
I would like to personally maybe see her in a mixer. And I think she would probably get a lot more, activity and learning experience from others that would be there and actually, appreciate her art.
So, just date-wise, where is the Kentucky Derby and the Triple Crown, who knows?
She said May, she was
I know
looking
the
at,
day, but
She
in
was
the
looking
Triple
at
Crown,
May.
where does it fall? Between the other two derbies?
Isn't that the one that in New York, the last one?
yeah, I thought
the
they
big
all
one.
run like in April and May.
I truly don't know.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
big
I
one.
know there's 3 of them, that's all.
Right, I know they run around between the months of, I thought April and
My
May.
uncles take courses, train.
Really.
May second, third, and fourth.
The
One of my
second
aunts
one.
raised 4 hours.
May
This
second.
would be the first day of the,
And hers is on the second.
That is the first day of the
So she's
Kentucky
the
Derby.
first day, yeah.
That's
I
That
would be
sounds
willing
like a
to.
good idea.
It's a
Sounds
lot of
interesting.
fun.
It does
But
sound
It
interesting.
really is, but, I just think maybe in a mixer, we would probably be able to promote her a lot more.
I was in Bishopport's like, last week, and they have a bar that plays jazz all the time, I forgot what it's called, the Revolvers or something, and, it's jazz all day, and they were doing like I don't know the New Orleans, festivals, but I guess there was one
Mardi Gras.
in that, was it Mardi Gras already? I thought Mardi Gras was too, right?
They've started.
Oh, they started? But, it was very wild, it was very fun, like, for something, like, if this was more maybe there, it could have been like a suggestion, part of the book,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
Because it
I'm
was
just saying,
wild, it could have been like, oh,
on
people buy
paper,
that.
it looks a little boring, but men
We
and
have to speak in
women
the
go
council.
choices. No, this is great, I really like it. I just wanna make sure that she's successful,
Yeah,
you know,
Okay.
put up where she will be successful.
Well, I could see offering, because of the hats, or
Yeah.
the art, giving her 2,000 towards that. And because we're not sponsoring the whole event.
yeah.
We can still be a participant and, we wanna, you know, she may get other things, but we would still get that, you know, sponsorship, I guess. And then I can also see where, people could come into town and stay, have our party or whatever.
Yeah,
It's a possibility.
specifically because that's what we're trying to do, we're trying to bring the arts into town, and this is,
And that's something
And
unique.
this is
in
very
town.
different.
That just
Yeah.
seems like a lot, I mean, I would love to have had more, specifics about what a supply means for a hat.
Well, how about 1,000? Well, her hats, she could probably, she could have some very expensive hats to very,
Well, true.
not very expensive.
Or she can have the ladies to bring in like we do, we just bring in a lot of stuff.
You bring in a hat and they
Yeah,
put the stuff.
and you just put whatever you want on your head, like your own hat. And of course, a couple of glasses of wine will make you even more creative.
So
How about
1,000?
1,000? 1,000?
Yeah.
I'd say.
Sounds like a
at
lot
least-
of money to me.
Yeah, I'd say at least 1,500. I mean, 1,000, it's just my opinion, but, I think we should give her something, to support her.
and that's just the, like, suggested money in case she does decide to,
Cause she could
Do the
also,
festival
yeah,
herself,
she could,
right?
yeah, 'cause she could also, she could get other sponsors and stuff for the other parts of it. Cause if you know, when you see a lot of businesses do their things, they might have a lot of different people
partners, yeah.
so do we.
putting into it. But nothing happens without motion.
If you'd like, just real quick, this is from their website. And these are some examples
Oh, the hats.
of the hats. That's portfolio of the hats.
He's showing us,
He's showing us some of her hats.
So they're
On
five.
the website?
You're saying they're 5?
There's 5
Yeah.
pictures.
Oh,
of
5
it, yeah.
pictures.
I've been
And
to
so
her
there are a bunch of
location.
hats in that.
My concern
one.
is the space where she's located, I'm not sure if the band, we would take up that whole sidewalk, it's a very small area.
Well, the band, I don't
I
think
don't know,
she
Alex,
means
have
the
you been
marching
over there?
band. I expect she means the jazz band, what I would expect.
Right, did you hear Mary Ann?
Well,
She's-
it says,
Or it could be just a
okay,
couple
how
of,
many members are in it? If it's a small group of bands, I'm thinking a big band, okay, so you're talking about maybe
Yeah.
6 members.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe
Take those
to
type.
20
Okay.
max, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're like,
now-
looks like that house.
But the question becomes, so is $3,000 really gonna help her to do this event, or, and she can perhaps get some additional funding? Cause she did mention she could seek seek other sources for matching funding.
Right, so if she could get some additional, she could get some funding.
And she looks like.
And-
she's
and we
asking
could- and we
donations
could
for
focus on
contests and
the-
prizes.
we
So
could
we
focus-
did give her the, $3,000, which is actually the maximum we can give her anyhow. Considering this is her first outing.
I think the question now
And
is,
see if that works out
is
for her.
this even relevant?
I agree, but again, we've got 1,000 on the table, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000.
And then I
A lot
guess,
of things to think
would this
about.
be hosted outside her shop or in her shop? I don't think it specifies, but it does say, I mean,
Well,
I guess
I mean,
in the
they're
area.
gonna be watching the
Yeah,
derby, so.
yeah,
I think it's gonna be on in the parking area.
Okay, so I was gonna say, how many does the business can hold?
So under narrative, it says this is fun for all ages. Our hat bar is located in the center of the Duncanville Arts District,
Yeah.
which will drive people to Main Street. We will block off the parking lot for safety, implying that they'll be doing it here.
And I've been to plenty of events where they've done stuff like that, block off parking
Yeah.
lots.
and, yeah, I feel that, like, done properly, this could probably be a cool event.
It's,
Um,
and she may bring other artists or something.
Cause there's a lot of businesses that I personally talked to in that area that have suggested, well, I just asked, what do you guys think? So, and, they've all said, yeah. So,
They say, yeah, about what?
yes, about participating in like in events and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I think that, at first, I didn't see like the potential of it, but now discussing it, I think that it could be something.
I do
And, isn't the idea of just like throwing, money at the wall and seeing what sticks?
Well, yeah, but we can only do 3,000 max anyway, so she's
Yeah.
gonna have to come up with a lot of money herself.
Yeah.
So
Right.
how do we do that in the past? If we do a partial, do we approve it with an
Well, the thing that-
amendment? How do we do that?
Well, so you're making recommendations to council,
Mhm.
and then your recommendations where you have adjusted the amount from the amount requested, or you've always just made a recommendation for that council fund this event in the amount that you are.
So we don't have to have two
Yeah.
different.
And
just
then,
a-
and then they can decide whether they want to accept it or
Of
not.
course, yeah.
Well,
I think, your suggestion of $1,000, Mayor, was, like, based on her guesstimate, I think, that wouldn't be as maybe successful, and maybe giving her a little bit more
1,500.
1,500
Yeah,
could-
yeah.
could possibly,
And
grant
that would give her
more
some
possibility.
initiative to maybe match 1,500 herself.
Yeah, and plus like contests and prizes will ask for donations. So,
Yeah.
the band, I mean, I'm sure she doesn't have to pay them, but, she can probably try to.
Or just have some music there herself.
Yeah, and it's DJ.
Yeah, she may make some adjustments
Yeah.
afterwards.
I think that's fine for like her initial.
Still motion.
And then
Yes, ma'am.
depending on the time of this event, there are other businesses in that little strip. And I know one of the other businesses, I think maybe located next to her, has put in a request, and she was asking for a similar kind of event where she would have a band out and it could be a chance for people to come into the area. I think it would probably, we're not gonna be able to sponsor the entire event for her. And if okay, whatever you guys decide, let's go with it. And see what we come up with.
Well, I move that we accept this grant proposal at the rate of $1,500. That's not very.
So how much?
$1,500. It's been moved and properly seconded
Okay,
that,
Who seconded?
I still, well, I think you should give her the full,
for $1,500.
the 3,000.
Is any in readiness? All in favor?
I beg your pardon?
The motion is
Which
for
one, the 15 or?
1,500, that's what the motion that currently on the floor is.
Okay,
I mean,
now
we'll
I hear
take-
you, okay.
all in favor, raise your hand
And keep it up, so.
and keep it up, so that Allison sees. All opposed?
Sorry, she doesn't count very well.
I don't know. Oh, there,
Linda,
Alex
okay,
is-
she's opposing?
yeah. Linda
So
opposed.
everybody in the room is in favor.
Linda, you
She's
opposed, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
really think we could get the full amount,
Okay,
but that's okay, you're doing the 1,500, I'm outnumbered, I'm good.
Okay.
It happens every time, we're fine.
okay. Motion carries, 1,500. Okay,
Okay, so your next one is DSO Principal Cellist Christopher Atkins in Once Upon a Time. This is a single project support grant requesting an amount of $3,000. And brief, Dallas Symphony Principal Cellist Christopher Atkins and his accompanist will perform a 120-minute concert at Poe Hobden Amphitheater in Armstrong Park on May 16th. The theme of the show is Once Upon a Time, showcasing pieces from Bach and melodies inspired by children's stories like Hansel and Gretel and Cinderella. Just a little bit of an additional footnote. The applicant was on site and has communicated with Parks and Rec to reserve the Poe Hobden Amphitheater for that date, and I believe we have accommodated at no cost to reserve it. And the budget was provided.
So, how much does the venue cost to rent? I mean, he has 600, is that accurate?
They
Just say,
we're not sure.
Just-
They-
you know.
I do not have the answer for you at this time. I apologize.
no, that's fine. I mean, I assume he knows what he's doing. Okay.
Well, he's a known name, and he's, currently involved with, something that would bring business to our city, so.
Tourism.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity,
I think
it's not
so.
asking for a ton, because it's his first application, so.
So what's his max, is 3,000?
3,000.
I, just as a musician who has from time to time been paid, I will say, sure is a lot of extra overpaying for the talent. The talent's only 1,000, so I'm sorry about that, but it's exactly what we hoped we would be having.
I move to accept it, or,
I don't even know how to do that.
It
I
just
move
mumble
to-
like you'll be fine.
Move to accept the DSO Principal Cellist Christopher Atkins.
for $3,000.
I second.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the DSO Principal Cellist Christopher Atkins Once Upon a Time presentation for $3,000. In readiness? All in favor, raise your hand. All opposed?
Can you see my hand?
Yes, ma'am.
All opposed?
Okay, just wanted to make sure, because I think so. Okay.
Carried.
The next is Duncanville Arts Commission is applying for a single project support grant in the amount of $3,500. Brief summary, with Duncanville as a creative and artistic hub, a positive way to draw attention to its progress is creation of a poet laureate position. This is not a job with specific duties, but a way to honor a poet and an opportunity to highlight the spoken arts throughout the community. And the Duncanville Arts Commission has applied for grants in the past and has had successful events, so they have a track record with the Arts Commission.
Love spoken word, if I could just say that.
And since I spoke about this last meeting,
Are you guys familiar with this person?
what person?
For the spoken word,
I'm sorry.
Marion Taylor.
We don't have Miss Marian Taylor. This is our project. This is our project.
We have,
Yeah, but-
she had decided,
we're starting the process.
I know.
Gotcha.
I think that's what she was
Okay.
asking.
Yeah, we haven't selected a poet laureate or anything like that.
Oh,
But we
well, she
want to-
means Matt Gabbard, did you mean
Yes.
her?
Oh.
Yes, I know her, I do know her.
Okay, and how is she?
She's Dallas. Is that, I'm not, yeah, ask the question again.
Is she a really good spoken word person? Can she bring it?
She's not who we're gonna have.
Right, this was just an example of writing.
Example, she's often asked to do things, where I am. I've interviewed her and had an article about her. She's a professor at SMU. I'm thinking we have people here who will be at least as good, if not better.
So are we asking her to bring out?
No,
She's
no,
not doing any,
no.
she just needs.
Her name is in here just
Just
for,
because they have done it.
we were
It's
just,
not that
we were
long.
saying Dallas has one.
Okay.
Duncanville can be one of the first to have a poet laureate. She was just an example.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
she
they
gets
are
a lot of
fantastic
money.
if you really get a really good one, it's just great.
exactly,
Ah.
exactly, and I think we can
Madam
do
Chair.
better.
Yes, ma'am.
I've got one question. What is the stipend for? And I'm not saying we don't need it, I just don't know what it's for.
For the poet laureate, if we have them doing, different events or something, that we have that opportunity to give that particular laureate, the poet laureate some money to do what they're doing for us.
So
That
that's
it's not free.
discretionary then? That we may or may not use the 1,500.
We may or may not, that's correct.
But the idea is that that person,
If we were paying somebody to be the poet laureate, which is what it sounded like to me at first.
Well, we don't have enough to say, right now, we're starting it off on a small scale. And so this was the ability to give them, an acknowledgement or appreciation for doing the work, and we ask them to attend events and things like that. So that's not just necessarily all free.
provided.
time off.
And we're gonna market this in and out of Duncanville for a laureate? Or does the laureate,
In
we
Duncanville,
want the laureate to come from someone in Duncanville?
Duncanville.
So like,
Duncanville specific, okay.
so like how exactly is it gonna bring in more people to Duncanville, not necessarily like just regular like Duncanville citizens, but obviously like from Grand Prairie up Cedar Hill particularly. Cause like,
That's the novelty of it in a way. We're a little town and Big Dallas has somebody who does a lot of things, gets a good bit of money for it. But, I would think we would see if, I have no problem seeing if Texas Monthly wants to write an article about us. I don't know, why not?
because like I think it is pretty cool to have like a poet laureate just because like I'd rather see like somebody give like the writing out of like initiative and influence to bring in like book fairs here in Duncanville. Hopefully we can try to get more people like more literally inclined at DHS. I think that might be a cool way to go. So
Oh, and what I was gonna say, I'm sorry, was that after we spoke, was it just in December? How can that be that long ago? But anyway, I did talk to library staff and they support it. In Dallas, they're the ones who choose the poet laureate. We're not asking to do that. They would have opportunities for a person to come and do demonstrations, talk about, all the backstory of how you perform. It's not, you don't just stand up and, you gotta have some training for that. Plus, April is Poetry Month. They might have lots of different activities, so, they are in favor of our doing it.
And the laureate, we may get invites from other organizations when they're doing business, when they're doing something. And then anytime we have an event, we'll make sure the laureate is at that event and speaks.
Yeah, I agree, like, I think it would, officiate our group more by suggesting the poet laureate at different events around town. And still like, oh, I didn't know we had a commission that does these things, and ties it back.
Yes, Linda?
I'd like for us to also, even though we're saying we want somebody from Duncanville, there are a lot of young people who have poetic skills and who attend Duncanville High School. Now, they don't necessarily live in Duncanville. Now, are we gonna preclude them from the competition? Because it sounds like it's gonna be a competition.
A selection, but I don't see it as a competition. And I think we've had.
Oh, okay, let's call it selection then.
Yeah.
Are we gonna let them be part of the selection from? So that's,
They attend Duncanville High School. One of the things that we had incorporated in the changes in our, guidelines was Duncanville ISD, so they they're in that,
Okay.
that limitations that we have. Cause they're part of Duncanville ISD.
Yeah, and the
okay,
tech
that's
too.
good. I just
And the-
wanted to
and the
make sure we
Duncanville.
weren't excluding young people who are
No.
part of the
No,
Duncanville
absolutely
ISD,
No,
who may not live in Duncanville.
right. Yeah, that's fine. Whether or not they can accept money because of UIL rules, I don't know that. That would be an issue they could pick up with their UIL advisors.
I thought the money was for personal appearances, just help with defray costs for people who make personal appearances.
Well, it's only gonna be one person.
Poet laureate.
We're looking to appoint one for a term, it's only one person,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then we're ready to do someone else.
okay, and so we could provide stipends for whomever is designated as a laureate.
Yes,
And it would change, I assume,
yes.
every year.
Thank you. Who is selected as the laureate.
Yes. Do you hear a motion? Remember, nothing moves.
Madam Chair, I
until
make
there's
a- Madam Chair,
Ma'am,
I make a motion that we move forward with approving, the poet laureate, grant application for $3,000.
$3,500. The request was $3,500, you wanna make it 3,000?
Oh, okay, isn't this the first time?
No, this is us.
This is not the first time for the poet laureate application?
No, it's the Arts
applicant,
Commission,
not
it's
the-
the Arts Commission,
Oh,
it's
okay,
us.
so
Yeah.
we're just gonna say it's from the Arts Commission, okay, all right.
It's our, this is our
No
project,
problems with that.
yeah, this is our project.
That's okay, I had clarification too.
Second.
Okay,
I second.
thank you.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second, I believe, that we approve the Duncanville Arts Commission Poet Laureate Grant Request for $3,500. All in favor, raise your hand.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Mr. Hamby?
Applicant's name is Brown Girls Do Inc., Brown Girls Do Ballet. This is a returning application. This time they are applying for an annual arts program grant for nonprofits only. They did supply a letter. They did supply the determination letter, so that has been provided. The brief description, the summary is Brown Girls Do Ballet is expanding its Empowerment Through Ballet community class program to Duncanville, Texas, to serve at-risk youth ages 4 to 12 with free ballet training. This initiative uses dance as a tool to foster physical fitness, emotional resilience, and positive mentorship in underserved communities. Through accessible, high-quality instruction and community support, the program helps young participants build confidence, discipline, and a sense of belonging.
And you have her report from the first grant.
Yes.
That was provided, that is,
Earlier.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Well, I could say having a daughter that studied ballet, from age 5, it brings on so much more than just dance. When you talk about ballet, it's more than just the dance, especially for minority girls. all the girls, it's an art that you either, love or you don't, or your moms make you, or you have to do it. But, I really think this is awesome.
And I like that she's not just talking about the Nutcracker Suite or something, so it's,
Yeah.
I would
It's
agree
very
with that,
hard.
and the credentials are excellent for this particular project.
They're only asking for 5,000.
Right, they're only asking for half of what they need.
Yeah, that's really good, because they're giving away tithes and a lot of other things that would be meaningful to the young participant.
Alex, Mr. Handy has something?
Alex, you got,
I heard a
Well, as you recall, you had 3 applicants, if I recall. Journey Dance is the one that turned in the report. Trying to find the minutes from that.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking they were double dipping, trying to.
Right, cause we were trying to make sure that we were sort of confused, cause it seemed like it was some of the same people, Superfly, ballet, something like that, they were all
close.
sort of running together.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't wanna do the thing where I'm talking just to fill the space of me clicking around in a hurry. Cause this is Brown Girls Do. That was their,
I presume they already have, says matching funds, cash in kind.
Yeah, cause they did, Brown Girls, this is Brown Girls Inc., right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they had, empowerment through ballet, and
you
then
did not award them.
we did not award.
You did not award the Brown Girls Do Ballet photo project. You did award Miata Metzger Flanagan 3,000 for the dance recital, and then you also awarded.
Okay, right, cause she had the photography, this was before you all, this was the last group, and we were saying, cause she had 2 requests in, we denied the photography aspect of it, because she had different companies
Yeah.
but they were,
Same people, but.
the same people, but different companies, do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but,
And that's really not part of the arts when you add in photography, don't throw eggs in. But I'm really interested in the art, the art itself, instructors and, materials for the girls.
the photography is an art.
It is an art, and the way she was presenting it was art as photography.
Right.
Photography as art.
As art.
I'm sorry, but we only
Yeah.
approved one aspect of it,
How did you catch that,
cause we read
Well,
the
they're
names
people.
and the
So-
principal
Oh,
people.
so the, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So in that case, do you think that they were like trying to get money from various ways, or?
You had all determined that they were 3 different organizations that
Right.
were cooperating with each other, with the studio, with the.
Got you.
So it was 3 different
Do we
organizations.
look down on that?
No.
Just wondering.
I'm sorry?
Do we look down on that?
All I recall as far as decision-making was that Brown Girls Do Ballet photo project, which was submitted at that time by a Miss Wallace McMillan, was not approved. It was, not approved. And
Right.
meanwhile, Empowerment Through Ballet, also by her, was approved. And then the
Journey Dance Center.
The Journey Dance, which is what you have the report on, was also approved, and that was the dance recital.
So the art side was basically approved.
Yeah.
With,
Right.
I get, I understand,
Yeah.
yes.
Just for reference, do you have like an Excel sheet with the list to catch
I-
those kind of?
He did, he gave it to us at the last meeting.
Oh, no,
The old one.
Yeah, and then like, oh, that was it,
Yeah.
okay.
At the last meeting.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
And I will have you an updated one once I've got this group in.
Yeah, yeah, I just meant like as a reference, so we can run all these through to verify that they're not like,
Oh, he does it.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I'm definitely making sure that people are aware of the guidelines when they submit them. So all of the applications in front of you, they are allowed to apply, because they're in a new fiscal year and such.
That's why we got all those reports in the beginning, those last reports in the beginning that we did.
Yeah.
They trying to make it in there so they can.
Since then,
Right, so they can go.
I make the motion to approve 5,000 for the project.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and
Linda
properly.
Lydia,
It's been moved.
Linda Lydia seconds the motion.
Okay, thank you. Max already approved it. Second, thank you.
Okay, very good.
It's been moved
Sorry.
and properly second that we accept the, grant request from Brown Girls Do Inc., Do Ballet, for $5,000. Any unreadiness? All in favor, raise your hand. Are you in favor? Okay. All opposed?
Yes.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Next is Candace Johnson. She is a returning applicant. She turned in a report today, but it was after the agenda was posted, so I was not able to provide it to you tonight, but she has turned in a report. She is applying for a single project support grant. The event title is He That Finds a Wife, Find Me. The requested amount is $10,000. And the description is, He That Finds a Wife, Find Me is a witty, emotionally charged comedy drama about a woman who refuses to wait for love and takes control of her own destiny. When an unforeseen connection disrupts her carefully planned path, she's forced to reckon with the difference between the man she chose and the love she truly needs.
Sorry. I mean, you gotta say it, it's Hallmark.
I got a little call.
Hallmark. I'll just,
Rich, she really did have a successful show.
yeah, that's what I'm,
Right here, just commentary, she really did have a successful showing at her last
Yeah,
event.
she did. Fixing his plate.
we
She
attended
really
it,
did.
Linda attended it, I attended it. It was at the field house. I would say she had about 400 people there.
Wow.
I thought she
It
says 325.
325?
She really
Okay,
needed
I think
a
she had,
foundation for it.
yeah, but
and
she had a lot of
definitely
people
needed
there.
more
that's a lot of
light, decided, to
She
be
had,
more
because-
professional in appearance
yeah,
and presentation.
she's needed, yeah, the field house was probably not the greatest, cause the sound system and thing had some problems. But she had a following, she had a good cast, Tommy West was the singer.
Tommy West Young.
Yeah, okay, she was part of it, because I know my husband sat up there and counted like the first couple of rows, and he was like, there's 90 people right there, and there were a slew of people behind us,
Did you watch the play?
yes. It was very,
If
awesome.
husband watched it, it was good.
Yeah, you watched it.
This kind of play.
Yes, but I'm gonna say, she may have said, well, where'd you see the 325 on this,
It's
on
right on
her?
this page.
But
She put on her
She
report
said,
that she had an
Fixing his
audience
plate,
of
which was met with enthusiastic,
I think she
and
had like.
then drawing approximately, well, she says approximately 325.
In her report that she turned in today, it said 350 plus additional tickets, additional purchase tickets for people who could not attend. So there was over 350.
Yeah, there were a
I
lot,
forgot that she was.
she had a lot of people there.
She was gonna give us tickets.
Oh, okay, she did really good, her play did very good, and,
I love the
they,
title.
I wanna see if she did give, Duncanville Arts Commission their acknowledgement and so forth, like some of the other ones, like we went to the
Yes.
other ones they did. And as soon as she was finished, I was swarmed with people over there wanting information about us and talking to us and things like that. But it was pretty good.
Okay. I like that you said that. Is there a possible way that, like, I guess, we could do something? Because, like, if you had, like, pamphlets or, like, future activities to give out, maybe? And I'm not saying to put you to work.
Oh, no. We actually, Alex has some, cards that he was putting together for us.
They're
that-
ordered.
Yeah, that we're gonna have, and they'll have, they're like the business card, I guess, size or something, or you can describe them, but I know it's gonna have our information as far as Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, how they
Oh, that's
do,
right.
Yeah.
the
Podcast.
grant, yeah.
Actually, yeah, they gave me a good idea. Wouldn't it behoove us to, kind of like allow us to do that through all these events that we approve, just to get the word out and possibly follow us for future events? So we have a list of the events, a QR secret for the Instagram.
Okay, we can discuss that afterwards,
Oh, yeah, okay.
but because it's a workshop, we have to stay on the
Oh,
workshop.
yes, sorry about that.
And it's being, recorded,
Yeah.
but those are things, yes,
Yeah.
we'll talk about afterwards. Thank you. But yes, and, yeah, but she did a good job. I know and this is just me talking, and maybe it's me because I'm a money person and so forth.
Yeah.
And 10,000, when I was looking at the budget and so forth, I was thinking more in the neighborhood of maybe 6,000-7,000, but
Yeah, I was gonna say 7,500.
I was thinking 75.
Yeah.
I was thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 6,000.
Well,
Yes,
she's
yes,
a second,
Yes, yes.
She
applicant,
can
right?
ask for
She
that.
can ask.
Well, I know, what I'm saying
Yes,
is
we
that,
can give it to her.
was there like, I guess because she was a first time applicant, did we grant her 3,000?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And she did everything that
She
she
did well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
did well.
That's successful.
Mhm.
Okay.
So maybe we'll
When you
double
look at
to
her-
6,000.
Excuse me.
Yes.
When you look at her budget,
Yeah.
she's gonna have to pay something for facilities, for sure, that's 2,000, then she pays actors, that's 6,000.
That's 8.
Typical budget was 15,000, so is there some reason why we wouldn't wanna give her the full 10,000? We know she's gonna produce a product that will appeal to the community, because she's done it already.
Which is true.
Well, maybe she's just covering those two line items.
Yeah, maybe it's just me.
Maybe she's.
Oh, hold on,
It's a lot of
hold
money.
on.
I don't know which shoulder I'm gonna sit on with this one, but
Okay.
remember, you have 2 more cycles to go through this year.
Yeah,
So that is another thing to keep in consideration is other applications are gonna come throughout those next 2 cycles and you have, keep that in mind.
Got it.
Do we have yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do we have an idea of where we're at now?
16,000.
6, oh, we're good. Okay, we're good. Okay,
Can I ask a question?
of course.
Because I remember you introduced yourself as a money person, and you had said something about the FDIC,
Mm-hmm.
which means that you probably run through scenarios better than a lot of us. Can I just ask why you suggested the number you suggested? Just to give us maybe clarity, and maybe we could probably think about it that way.
Oh, I just thought about it because just the type of person I am, I was like, ooh, $10,000. Just thinking, are we ready to go that way? But in hindsight, she's proven herself. She's good. I would not have, and I'm thinking about our other applicants too, and I wanna make sure if others just as well come around that we have money, but we haven't given, with the 74,000, we haven't given we're good. We're good right now.
What was, I'm sorry, what was the other suggestion? I know you said 7, Angela. I think I heard 8,000.
No, I said 6,000, I said 6 and, then we also had the, is it 7,500?
That's, yes.
Yeah, 7,500 was the other, but, I mean, or we can just go with the 10,000, she's asking, that's entirely up to.
True, now she doesn't, except for tickets, she doesn't show any other,
Revenue?
Expenses, or, I guess.
Are you talking about revenue?
yeah, I mean, she doesn't show any other.
She, okay, at her last event, she did have vendors.
Mm,
I do not know if they paid to be there, but I do know that she did have a few vendors and the people flocked.
Those vendors probably paid.
Was it food vendors you mean? or-
Well,
No, they were selling different things.
Where's the location gonna be this night? I don't.
I don't think she's selected a location, I'm hoping that,
So how does she know it's 2,000?
Maybe based on the.
she may have been estimating, maybe,
Well, it's probably her budget.
yeah. Maybe she's looking at the school
Well,
or
and
something
here's her
like
budget
that.
here. It
Yes,
sounds
sir.
like she's paying the actors,
Yes,
that is the bulk of
Yeah.
her money.
She has some good actors, and she had a notable vocalist. What was the lady's name? She's a noted gospel singer.
And Tommy Young West.
Tommy Young West.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so she, I mean, she had some good performers. Only
They were
problem
very
I
good.
had was the
And
quality of
that's
the sound.
right, the
And
sound quality was.
The setting of the room was just, it was at the film house. It just wasn't, as far as I'm concerned, it was a difficult, setup for her to carry out. So hopefully she'll try to get a high school auditorium or someplace that will be more conducive. But as you could get more people too, because, I mean, the place was filled. Which would also increase her coffers, so, you know, I wouldn't have any problems with agreeing to 7,500. Seeing how we're
Yeah.
sort of like backing off the dollar amount because of the limited resources we have left for.
We're okay, I mean.
Are you sure? 'Cause
We're okay.
Yeah, I'd probably suggest 8,000, I mean, because the whole idea is to get arts in the city and butts in the seats. And 30 or 350 people plus, that's a proven thing. So,
she's definitely
if
proven.
we allow a little bit more, maybe you could bring in more, and,
Mhm.
what do you think about the 8,000?
Okay, I'll entertain a motion. Everybody has different, throwing out different numbers, who wants to be first?
Go ahead, my friend.
I motion to approve 8,000 for the play by Candace Johnson.
And Linda Lydia seconds the motion for the $8,000 for the production.
It's been moved and properly second that, we fund the grant request for Candace Johnson, He That Finds a Wife play. Any in readiness? All in favor? Aye. Oh, I'm sorry, raise your hand, I'm sorry. Any opposed?
Aye. My hand is raised.
Thank you. It passes. Thank you. Next.
The next applicant is Augustin Chavez Dummy Fresh, single project support grant in the amount of $25,200. I am a lettering mural artist, and we host lettering workshops where we teach the art of lettering, how to start and how to practice. Classes include supplies, paper, and instructions by 3 lettering designers. Classes usually last 4 to 5 hours. Workshops include digital lettering, design computer-based, and or paper and marker-based. We would like to do 1 to 2 workshops per month, hosting about 20 to 25 people inside my new retail store at Wheatland Plaza. This is a first-time applicant.
And where's it located again, please, Evan?
I'm sorry?
Where's it located again?
He's on Wheatland
Wheatland
Avenue.
Plaza.
Wheatland Plaza.
Okay.
So this is a single project support grant, and when I looked at this, I had a couple of notes that I, put down that his first time single project, so that means he can only get a maximum of 3,000.
Yeah, well, if he was a nonprofit, a 501c3, it would be more along what he's asking for. He's asking for ongoing classes, not just one event. But it doesn't look like he's a 501c3.
It doesn't look like he
He's a
is.
business.
Yeah, he's a business entity, he's a business, but he doesn't say he's a nonprofit. His work is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think, we couldn't give him anything more than 3,000.
No, yeah, first time. Now he could come back later.
And for one workshop, 2,100 is his amount.
Right. I wrote that,
100 per
100 per
person.
workshops.
20 to 25 people? That's
Well-
the proposition.
Yes, but they're paying.
Yeah,
So what does he need?
So I'm sorry, that's the question.
no, there's not much more to break for them. But yeah, they are paying for the experience.
I think everything that he has, and what he's talked about was interesting and good and beautiful work. But, yeah, it's $2,100 per workshop. He's only eligible, the max we can give him is 3,000, which would be just one workshop. And
Yeah.
maybe
It's like a season, right?
Yeah, I would say 2,100 is all we can really give him because it is budget, that's a month.
Yeah, I agree,
It's like, what would that other 900 be for, so. My
He could
suggestion
apply
would
towards,
be to-
he could apply towards the second.
I guess, but I'm not in favor of it,
Okay.
cause it's a business, I mean, this is
Yeah.
his business, so.
He's actually one of the, few artists that I have on my list of, that I started, scouting for artists around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his examples are
His stuff is nice.
really
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
He's one of the muralists I had, but,
And maybe he'll just put one workshop and like reconfigured it a little.
dipping his toes into
Yeah, that's up to him.
the, yeah.
Luke, did you?
I've just been thinking about it. It was like, it's kind of tough thinking about how this can bring in more business from outside because it is a very limited class, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he's like willing to not necessarily do it like at his retail store and just do it like on Main Street, because that is our primary area, right? So, if we can try to like increase publicity that way, then yeah, I'm cool with like the 2,100 to just get like the workshop going, so that way it at least sparks something to bring more artists in, at least that way.
Or he could do it, cause he's over, you said Wheatland Plaza, that's Wheatland Plaza's address. Maybe he could do something in the Wheatland Plaza area,
And the lab placement.
lab place.
Bringing like more food trucks at least in that area, I think. too,
Because you
right?
have, what is it, the,
Kind of
Yeah,
helps.
mistakes.
yeah, cause you have a lot of businesses over there, plus you have a lot of, you have the restaurant, you have the Texas Department of Public Safety over there. You have a lot of activity going on.
Busy
He could
area
do,
over there.
it's a very busy area. He could do, yeah, if he did something out in the open, but that's up to him.
Just out of the blue, I was just thinking about how this one could have paired up with the hat.
With the hat.
As an activity, because it already has things, not only would that also promote his business, but, you know, it could be an activity where like 20 to 25 people who are coming for that event, could participate in that. But that's just a random idea.
Linda, you got any comments about this particular one?
No, because I'm not familiar enough with this particular type of art, but I see the murals that he's done, that are sort of pop art looking to me. And I guess this is an opportunity for some of our community to learn digital lettering and design from these workshops, but it all depends on how many workshops you have to attend to become proficient at actually doing this. because each workshop is $2,100.
And we're
I don't
only,
know, and he's,
we're only committing to
Yeah.
one.
I don't-
And I just don't think, I think that would be a disservice to him as a business owner. Because the 2,100 is only gonna cover one person. So how are we helping his business?
It's a 2,100.
no, not one person.
No, 2,100 is just a workshop. It's
One
20,
workshop.
it's 20 to 25 students for one workshop.
Which is
For one
$2,100.
Yes,
Right.
but
My
20 to
concern is
25
how
people.
proficient will they be after they complete only one workshop?
Yeah.
Because I don't know the art of it. Does anyone know anything about this art form?
Yeah, it's like graffiti, street art.
Graffiti-
And,
graffiti
and
street
I know
art.
he makes a lot of t-shirts for, local, like, my friend, he's a comedian. He gets his shirts done from him, so he's a big time designer and, he's one of the, like, the artists in town that makes money. Cause he's promoting his business and, selling his art. Can I ask a second question, Alex? How often do we have, the cycles of art, grants?
Quarterly,
So there's 4 of them.
yes.
So then.
You're on the,
if
this
one
is the second
successful-
one.
This is the second one.
The second one of this fiscal year, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's every quarter. So what he could do is he could apply, have money for this particular workshop for one.
Yeah.
And he may have to just go ahead, because it's his business, and do the other workshop. And then, once he completes one workshop, he could come back for
Yeah.
more money
Yeah, having.
and maybe do one, if it's successful, showing and having 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But he's got to, even though he's a proven artist.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was gonna ask. Is there an interest for this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen the trains?
And from what it looks like, if it's just once a month, it's a self-contained thing. If it were a class, then I would think it'd need to be weekly, and he doesn't present it like that. So
You
I'm
would not be able to
assuming-
apply it.
He would not?
No. Because of the fact that you could only apply once per fiscal year. Well, yeah,
Okay, so
Artist
he-
funded
he-
within
he
the current
could-
fiscal
He
year.
could apply it later on in the year.
he could apply in the next fiscal
Next
year, so
fiscal
he
year.
could technically apply,
After
I think it's the September would be the September grant cycle would be the first of the new year, of the new fiscal year.
Right. But, he could.
Okay.
I make a motion.
So are we talk,
Go ahead, Lou.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna make a motion. I agree with you, the $2,100, award for this particular grant
I second.
request.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second that we award 2,100 to lettering, art, and design workshops. What's that?
Dummies first.
Dummy Fresh, Mr. Dummy Fresh. Okay. Any in readiness? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed?
My hand is raised in case you can't see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Next applicant is Alexandria Gurley, Single Project Support Grant. In the requested amount is $3,000. The inaugural Maya Angelou Literary Festival is a celebration of the work and life of one of America's most prolific creators in the city of Duncanville. This event will consist of a writing workshop, essay contest, dance tribute performance, and end with a poetry slam competition. The project date is April 4th, 2026.
We have a poet laureate present.
Don't say should, say will.
I've attended
Any?
something like this, and it is so captivating. Yeah, the laureate would have worked with this very well.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
We may have somebody, yeah.
yeah.
I was excited when I saw this one. I like it. I look forward to attending this one. I like it a lot.
Again,
But you also-
exactly.
I like it too. I will definitely be in attendance.
Now, have they picked, I can't even remember if they picked out a location yet.
I don't think so, I think she was talking about the library,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
here, dot
Yeah,
library,
library, rec
community
center.
theater, rec center.
Yeah, that's what I remember, cause she said community theater, and I'm like,
It's only aiming for 120 people. And only 15% will come from outside.
Oh, well, a good letter of recommendation too.
Yeah.
She's expecting 3,500 income. She's
She has some great recommendations.
yeah, she's looking at, well, 500,
resume.
250 from private donations and 250 from registration
so,
fee.
okay, so it's not like she's got 3,500 and our 3,000.
No, no. Her whole project, she is estimating 3,500.
And it's a free event.
Okay.
It seems kind of tight hours.
So she's first time, so 3,000 would be her maximum, right?
Yes, ma'am. You're correct. Yeah,
Okay.
she does have some, she does have,
Are we ready for a motion, Madam Chair?
we have, a comment, yeah, she looked like she was doing everything, what,
Sure.
an hour? Yeah, everything in 2 hours. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
It's a lot, but I guess she can, I suppose that's her business. She-
Yeah, they're kind
Not
of job
ours,
interviews
yeah.
anyway.
Okay. All right. Motion?
She's frozen.
Madam Chair, I
Ma'am?
move that we approve the grant application. I'm sorry, we decided on the 3,000 because this is our first one for the Maya Angelou.
Okay, thank you.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second to, accept the grant application for Maya Angelou Literary Festival, with Alexandra Gurley. Any in readiness? All in favor, say aye. Sorry, raise your hand.
Thank you.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Grant passes.
The next applicant is Esther Williams, Single Project Support Grant. Pieces of Us, a Duncanville community mosaic. The requested amount is $3,000. And Pieces of Us is a community-driven mosaic mural project that invites residents of Duncanville of all ages to contribute hand-placed mosaic tiles during a series of guided workshops. If awarded, the project will take place during spring break in March, providing an accessible and timely opportunity for families, students, and community members to participate. Participants will create individual mosaic pieces on 4x4 canvas panels, each representing a personal expression of Duncanville's shared identity, values, and stories. Approximately 200 individual panels will be assembled into a unified mosaic mural measuring roughly 20 by 25 square feet, 20 to 25 square feet. The completed artwork will be permanently installed inside a public building, serving as an inclusive, highly visible, and lasting symbol of community connection, creativity, and civic pride. A budget was included in the proposal.
Her eligibility looks like an issue. She doesn't live in or have a business in Duncanville.
True, but the art would take place in Duncanville, and that's one of those things that we're changing in our
Right.
policy, and we did make an exception. We have made an exception for a couple other artists the last grant cycle.
Oh, we did, okay.
Yes. Remember Miss Grant?
She is not,
Okay,
she is the one who has not claimed her award yet.
Okay,
Oh,
but that was, I was proud of her. Okay.
yeah, the work is beautiful.
And the work is beautiful, and this is the reason why we, came back, because the previous commission
when we started going through some of these grants, some of these applicants didn't necessarily live in Duncanville, but it was a great opportunity to have some art. So she's just an example of why we were changing that requirement, that residency requirement.
It's still in the best Southwest.
Yeah.
Well, like the children's opera that I keep getting them to apply for, if it's changed now, I will tell them to go for it, because it would be a great thing.
My intention is to take it to the second meeting in February after this cycle is cleared, the policy change recommendations will go right after that.
Okay. So, any concerns, any other comments? Alice?
Move to,
I was just gonna say the supplies are pretty nominal, really, $800.
They've done it at the library, something, I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well.
Yeah.
They've done it,
It's
our
been
kids
done
have done
before,
it
yeah.
twice, I think, yeah.
I move to accept the request for $3,000 for the mosaic, project.
Second.
Total project, I mean.
Pieces of us.
Doctor, yeah, pieces of us.
I need a second. It's been moved and properly second that we, accept the mosaic Pieces of Us Duncanville Community Mosaic Project for $3,000. Man readiness? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carries.
We haven't run and told them yet.
So where we at now?
Well, with that one, 2100, or sorry, 22,100.
Okay.
And we have 76 for the rest of the year, right?
Well, members, other monies will come into the coffers quarterly.
Oh, okay. I thought he was warning us to.
It'll be a little bit more conservative.
Devin will kick me if I don't point this out. The next applicant is recommending, or the next applicant would hold their event on the same day as Bloom Fest's event. So she asked that I mention that. So the applicant name is Jones Inc. Single Project Support Grant, Spring Main Street Shopping and Music Experience. The requested amount is $3,500. We would like to create a 2-day experience where small business shopping meets live local music, a family-friendly atmosphere that invites residents and visitors to explore Main Street.
Question, and if we choose to fund this, could we say conditionally, if it's on another 2-day step, that we don't wanna compete with a big, huge signature event that the city's putting on?
Yeah.
Question mark.
I'm sure Mr. Hamby could ask them, or at least let them know that. And they may choose another time. I also thought, just after listening to you say that, people might be here in the park at Bloomfest and wander down the street, which is what you want, to
It
Main
is down the
Street,
street.
and, partake of what's going on down there. So there are pros and cons, I guess. But now we also are looking at the Ella Fair being for us. We're not doing, but us helping out with Ella Fair at Bloom Fest this year though too.
Oh, that's gonna be there.
What's the date for it?
Excuse me?
The date that they're suggesting?
May 8th and May 9th.
Yeah, 8th and 9th.
And do we always have to get their W-9s? I know it's a requirement, but I'm so sorry to have to see his social security number.
This is why it was not posted on the agenda publicly. This is why it was a direct link, and these copies are not for posting.
Okay, good, I'll shred it when I get it.
Or if you wanna leave those pages here, I can make sure that they're disposed of.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a, single project grant, and one of the notes I mentioned is that they would only get, be eligible for 3,000 at the most.
And is this the first time, or?
Yes, it is.
So, question, can we make suggestions? Because, I'm going back to that,
That maybe they,
yeah, and it's in April, we discussed that already. That's, only a couple weeks of different timing.
that maybe we talk to them and say Jones Inc. and Derby Place do theirs at the same time,
Yeah.
together?
Cause that would be two budgets that we're sponsoring, so we're combining money.
And they're on Maine,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, cause one's a, did you hear that, Linda? She's frozen.
What was the deal now about what?
This particular one,
I didn't
Jones,
hear you.
well, this one is Jones Inc., and the question is, could we maybe suggest to them that maybe they collaborate with the Derby hat folks and maybe do their event together?
Yeah.
Because the date of their, the date of their particular
I already
one,
looked at the address and the date, cause the Derby thing is 5/2, and this is 8/9, and they are really right there beside each other, basically, on that street
They are,
shopping
they're neighbors.
area.
yeah. So that's,
Yeah, so that would really be a good combination.
is that
And probably
something
would
that?
cut back on the cost for everybody to have a pretty explosive event. But it would have to probably go with the Derby day though, because isn't the Kentucky Derby on that particular day that she's designated?
Right, and the day that the Jones Inc. is looking at that's Bloomfest. That's the city has,
Yeah, and
has
so
that-
that's not gonna work.
well, we can't
I
discourage.
don't think we could have two big competing events. The
What?
Balloon Fest and this event. I don't know, maybe people will wander up and down the street, I don't know.
Yeah, I think people might wander up and down the
It
street.
could be like,
I don't know if we
like the
should,
new New York City.
I don't know if we need to, we could, I think we should, it'd be nice to recommend, but I don't think we should tell them
Yeah.
when and how to have it, but maybe they don't know about Bloomfest, so we make them aware of it. And then tell them this is our suggestion, what do you think? Can we do that? Can you do that?
I can tell them that the reason why, what you recommended to city council, and that as a side note, you had wanted to make sure that they were aware of, either that there was another applicant having another event
At your
in that
neighbor,
area,
right next door.
near your address, and maybe the Arts Commission saw an opportunity, maybe that you two could work together to create another event, or try to avoid Bloomfest, so the city's already pre-planned event is not competing with yours, and therefore doesn't diminish your attendance.
The second part, I like.
Yeah,
So.
and I like all that. Or are you more comfortable with one of us going down there and telling them?
I mean, tomorrow I have to reach out to all of them
Oh,
anyway and send them notifications, so
Okay.
if you're just like,
I'm fine, but I would like you said, at least make them aware of Bloomfest and maybe suggest they talk to their neighbor if they wanted to collaborate with them and do something together or another day.
Well, I think they're aware, right, because they said to say,
no,
didn't you say? to-
Devin told me.
Oh,
that.
okay,
I
either way, I think
going
it's kinda
down
cool.
there, Alex, and talking with them, it's more personalized.
I would not be doing that. I will send them an email because I've got
Send an email.
13 of these to get
Okay,
through, and
okay.
yeah, I've got to
Yeah,
get them.
I think
I
we
got to get
should-
this on the agenda,
yeah,
so I
just
have
let
to do
them
my.
know.
Yeah, just let them know, and then
Yeah.
they can make the decision.
On a second note, I think that, any opportunity for people to come this way, they're still driving past that area.
Mhm.
So as a secondary, let's go check it out.
Let's go check and see
Yeah.
what's going on over there.
They're already coming this way, so that could also work.
You know, when you look at the description of what they're suggesting for their budget, those things are so art related. They're gonna have easels out for people to do painting. Mosaic, we just talked about the other grant for both mosaic and with the adhesives in the ground and sealants for people to make little mosaics. I mean, this is just like a full-fledged art,
Which would be nice if they do.
painting, backing panels, mountain hardware. And it's within the budget, it's $3,000. But again, it's up against the Balloon Fest, and now they don't say anything about having a band, or paying for a band or anything like that, as the other event did.
To get hold,
So it would be a good match.
it would be a good match.
So, Alex, what would you anticipate, the council thinking?
Am I on the road?
No, we heard you.
Competing money going out, I mean, we got money for Bloomfest and we got money for this, and it's competing, so what do you think they would, could you anticipate? I know it's a
He
hard question,
winced.
because
He
we
did
asked hard
wince.
questions.
That's a wince.
I don't know
Okay,
that
guys, I stand corrected, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, there is artist request, I was looking at something different. Okay. Excuse me.
I don't know how they would address that, because it could be perceived as, in both ways that you perceived it, as a competing event or as a complimentary event.
Yeah.
But the amount of money that's gonna go into Bloomfest, I can tell you that they really would like that to shine, and it's a new event. And the city council really wants to have some great signature events in the city that the city becomes known for, that people come to the city for. So I can see where they might look at the Arts Commission recommending funding a competing event, even a smaller event. I can see both ways that they could go with that. I don't know that I could predict how that would turn out, but I can see why an argument against it would be there, and I can see why maybe an argument for it would be there. But I kind of make this face when I say for it.
So it sounds like, to me, a better safe than sorry to stay off that day. That's what it just feels like to me. Is to
I
do
mean, you
something
could
different.
always say that you would recommend it, because you have made additional adjustments.
Mhm.
You would recommend it if they will select another date which doesn't compete with Bloomfest, giving them an opportunity to grow an event of their own.
Yeah,
I like that.
Do we make a decision right now then, in that case?
yeah,
Do we, yeah, we make a
We
decision?
wouldn't get it in our motion.
we are recommending, we're not
Yeah,
deciding.
just recommend.
So, yeah, they'll be pleased we made that.
And I still say we should let them know, we recommend that, let them know that there's another artist grant out there, the Derby place, and that maybe they can collaborate together, which I think was a great idea.
Maybe I missed it, but can we defer a decision on this particular one until after a discussion maybe is made with the maker of the grant? Can't do that, I see a head shaking no.
No, we need to do that now, but we're going to go ahead and make it and then give some recommendations, which, tell them, suggest that they may consider another date or, collaborate with the Derby hat grant recipient.
Well, I mean, I would say that maybe you make the recommendation, you would recommend that the funding is if they change the date, so that they do not sabotage, or whatever word you choose to use.
Okay.
So they do not undermine the possible success of their event against a city-sponsored event that's gonna have a lot more money put toward
Okay.
it. So that you're not stepping on it. Now, you can choose to table any of these. The only reason why, the way that would impact it is it would it would be off the schedule at this point, because I need to put these on city council's agenda tomorrow. So that's not to say rush it. I mean, if you choose to table one because you're like, really, you can decide to table and do all of those things. I'm not saying don't. I'm just letting you know that that's the impact for that. It would have to hold off.
Well,
Hmm.
I would recommend that we just go ahead and approve it with the recommendation on the basis that they've changed something.
So you're gonna approve it with the recommendation that they change the date, is that what you just said?
Right, so that they don't compete, with the city
With-
event.
With the balloon festival?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
Are you approving it and recommending, or approving it contingent on them changing the date?
I would say contingent.
Okay, contingent on the changes.
But somebody has to say it, so.
I move to accept the request for $3,000 for Jones Inc. Shop Music Festival, with the contingency that they change the date not to compete with Blue Fest.
I'll second.
Been moved and properly second that we approve Jones Inc. for $3,000 to Spring Main Street Shopping and Music Experience contingent that they, change their event date. In readiness? All in favor, raise hand. All opposed? Motion carries.
Applicant name is Bria Maiden. This is her third application. She is applying for a single project support grant, and the project event title is Superfly. Project start date would be February 2nd through to April 25th. Requested amount is $10,000. And she did turn in a report. I will get that link to you. It was in the packet that I'd sent out. Superfly will offer free community dance classes from February to April 2026, providing youth with accessible hip-hop instruction in a supportive and creative environment. The program focuses on confidence, self-expression, and community connection while giving students a positive space to grow through movement.
And we gave 3,000 last time?
You gave her $3,000 for her first application.
On the budget, so I think I don't understand is rolling mirrors. It's, I don't know what it is first, and then second, it sounds like it might be something for the business and not necessarily related to what we would touch.
Well, a rolling mirror would just be for like dance schools, they, wanna look at this. So, but obviously with
Well-
a portable.
So they're portable instead of like in a ballet
It's a-
with the bar and you're not at the bar, there you go.
I really like this because, I think what really got my attention was it's more of a cultural dance. And, she's doing, she's incorporating more than just dance with the students. Because some of them may not even have had formal dance, but yet and still, they're having the opportunity to, take advantage of this type of dance.
And photographer and videographer fees in there as well.
Everyone's trying to blog these days. They wanna blog and so they can promote their events.
Well, we can't give more than.
Oh, yeah, and then also the sound system upgrade.
Well,
What, was there any notes on like how they did previously? If $3,000 was granted?
It was in the report that
that we
you
just.
weren't able to access.
Okay.
Right, her, if you look at your, if you look at the first part of your, packet,
Yeah.
I think she's in there, the first part,
her final report was in, I think, Superfly.
Oh, okay, so,
Yeah.
So what are you thinking from now?
Yeah, I think the program is good, I like everything about it. I guess I'd like to see more investment by the person who's doing it, you know, more sweat, blood, and tears of their own money in it.
So
Yeah.
this is her report. This is the marketing materials. She taught free classes, had a public Halloween dance party November 1st, had a public winter showcase displaying the dances we had been working on during the program, December 13th. Brought a local artist to the Duncanville area to perform during the showcase. She goes through her expenses, she goes through purchases, and the purchases come out to $8,648. She had applied for $15,000 and the grant was approved for $3,000.
What's included in some of those purchases? Can you give us any of that information?
Marketing, $1,436, equipment and speakers, $1,393, venue rental, $1,825, performers, $150, lighting, $50, photographer, $250, videographer, $250, costumes, $365, refreshments, $705, refreshments, $705, music editing software, $397, awards and trophies, $212, supplies like tables, chairs, decorations, pens, markers, scissors, plates, cups, etc., $1,613. She has some of her digital insights. So one ad on social media was 34,576 views. Another one was 24,956. Had student from Little Elm, DeSoto, 2 students from DeSoto, 1 student from Grand Prairie, 3 students from Duncanville, 1 student from Dallas, 1 student from Arlington. Did quick math on that.
it's like 10 students.
Hmm.
Like 10 students.
Didn't have very many students.
Have we seen enough, do you think?
Everybody seen it now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So she had 3,000.
Okay, now I can't figure out how to.
She didn't have very many students.
No, she
Yeah.
didn't.
So there's another slide, and then feedback, she's got some handwritten feedback from parents. And then, another video with the students, I guess, recapping what, would we like to see that, or some of it? Okay.
For 10 students, that's a lot of, that was a lot of money.
3,000, $600 per student.
That's a lot.
But this is a overtime, right? So it's 2 months. For clarification, when is the Balloon Fest?
Bloom Fest is that May 9th. May 9th.
Oh, okay, cause the
Yes.
Kentucky Derby is the 2nd of May.
Right.
Okay, 1 week before. I was just trying to see, because they're performing, in the studio as their graduation theme. I mean, at least they could have a platform in the May the 2nd Main Street Festival.
She did reach out and ask if they could participate in Bloomfest.
Oh, see, there's two. There's the Kentucky Derby, and then it would be Balloon Fest. Right, like a poet laureate type of poem.
Sure.
Well, I mean,
No,
Yeah,
because it's not me, of course, I
yeah,
believe it
yeah,
should be.
but I think the budget's a little too high.
For the number of students that she has.
Yeah, and all the add-ons that are,
Yeah, business purposes.
but she spent all of the 3,000, did she say
Yeah.
what she
was
spent in
8,000.
addition? I'm sorry?
She spent
She
8,000.
spent, okay.
We gave her 3,000 and she spent about 8,000.
Yeah, she doesn't, the funds received with 3,000, but the total, based on her list here, is $8,648.43.
So how did she?
She didn't break it up into what she used the funds
No,
for.
but I mean, how did she explain the difference, the disparity? Where did she get the other money? She doesn't say, not fees or, because it's not fee-based, right?
Oh, that's a good question.
She made
Well, they did charge a $10 fee for that first application.
Oh, there's no fee for
That's
this
all.
one though.
Yeah, so it's only $1,000. She only had 2 kids.
Yeah. Right.
But the original projected budget was $20,000.
Right,
Oh,
yeah, I remember that one. Cause of the name Superfly. But she did okay.
She
Maybe-
just didn't have very many children.
No,
Yeah.
maybe give her a little bit of a more increase this time, but not much, maybe 2,000.
how much?
What was the last?
I gave her 3,000.
They're saying 5,000?
How much did we give her last time?
Three.
Three. I guess
Or 3 again.
I didn't see very many students, and I don't know, that is a red flag for me.
I would love it to continue because it's.
I'm gonna agree,
Hold on, Linda, go ahead.
I'm gonna agree with that assessment. There weren't really enough students for that kind of outlay. And we have another one that also involves dance, that's a community dance project from the same group, if I'm not mistaken, that we're gonna hear next. So, I mean, we've approved one, the ballet, which we're really all pretty enthusiastic about. But, and then we've got On the Move or something like that, is the next one. From her, which is also a community dance project. I
just gotta take you back to the beginning of the meeting. Just take you back to the beginning of the meeting and the vice chair going through the hot funds. Again, at this point, the Arts Commission is funded by hotel occupancy tax with a purpose of getting heads in beds, the city putting heads in beds.
Yeah.
And so I would just maybe considering that.
Well, was this one of those that created heads and beds?
That was
We don't know unless they tell us, like when they had the recital or something, we don't know, if people came in from out of town.
And did she provide any pictures from the recital?
I think that was it.
I think there wasn't a video.
Well, that's just a video, that couldn't have been the recital.
I thought, when I looked at the stuff in the, packet, that he sent the link earlier,
that there were pictures, but I saw so many different pictures of dancing and so forth, so could have been one of the others.
She sent, these are the pictures that she sent.
But I do remember seeing something where folks came in and just watched the
Recap
performance.
pictures.
Oh, yeah, that's just
Yeah.
stills of the
Yeah.
video,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how.
Well, and you know, we don't have to
Where's the
prove it.
camera?
We don't have to
There
prove
it is.
it. We can have a buy.
So those are the pictures that were sent.
I think, I like what she's doing. You know, she, maybe marketing, she did go across different cities and things like that and get folks from other cities. I think that's good. Yeah, definitely, I am not in favor of the 10,000, but maybe give her another 3,000.
Well, we just don't want to just, we wanna make sure that it's relevant
Right.
and,
Yeah.
But we wanna encourage them to. But we encourage, I guess, by success.
And we could do a second one, but it comes a third time saying, maybe not.
Uh,
What do you think?
Maybe 2,000.
I was thinking about doing like a decrease. Do a decrease just because like, when she hit like 8,000 for like the previous expenses, I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 months,
Yeah.
4,000 each.
Yeah,
Like 8,000 and then, you know, only 10 kids. And
and we only gave her 3,000.
on top of like the, what she wanted like the scholarships and tuition,
Right.
right? That's kind of so.
And marketing savings. That's a lot.
Yes, Glenda?
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
the next project is City in Motion. This is also a dance project of multicultural dancing that goes from April to July, which is also an extended period of time. I'm not sure if I know the difference between hip hop and these other dances that she's proposing, but I know there's teachers that are involved in both that are paid.
Right, and she's one of a part of the group that we're saying that they sort of collaborate, but they're different people.
Just
This
one
is
more
just
note
her.
from this presentation.
They're different people, but they're collaborative. Is that what the deal is?
I believe so.
She's not aligned with the others.
Oh, she's not aligned, never mind, she's not aligned.
This one's not, but the next one is.
Next one.
Okay.
We concluded the season with 9 active students. Over the course of the season, we reached approximately 13 students in total, with 6 additional registrations that ultimately did not attend. Overall, the program was extremely successful, and we anticipate continued growth in the future seasons. Our end-of-season showcase welcomed 75 attendees from across the DFW area. As this was our very first event, the turnout was outstanding and a strong indicator of community interest and support.
Well, I'd be
Now,
willing
which
to.
one, which was the lead? Was that Mayada or was that the other lady with the ballet?
That's Bria, this one we're.
Yeah, this
working on.
one is
This one's
Bria that we're talking about.
Bria Maiden.
Okay.
But we have, yeah, we have several
Mariah
different,
must
we
be
have
the one
several
with the-
different, yeah, we have several different dance groups.
We haven't gotten to that one yet. Okay.
No,
Well, we're talking about just
Okay.
reducing the
But they're
3
just all
to the
saying-
2.
Journey, that's what's,
Oh, that's next, yeah.
yeah, this is Bria,
So let
okay,
me
got
think
it.
about that.
And who was the one on the ballet?
that was,
Was that Bria?
no, that's somebody else.
That's Black Girl
Oh,
2000.
Yeah, that's Black
Okay,
Girls,
gotcha.
that's somebody else.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve 2,000 for,
What did we give her last year?
3,000.
3,000
Okay.
for Bria Maiden.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second that we approve a grant for Bria Maiden Superfly for $2,000. Any in readiness? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries.
at 37,100.
You have what? We're at 37?
Oh.
Next
We are?
applicant,
I'm counting 2,800.
28.
100.
okay, so 28,100. Cause you've got 3, 15, 3, 35, 5, 8, 21, 3,
Wait,
3,
did you say the second one 15 or 1,500?
1,500.
Yeah, okay. Then 3, then 3,500, then 5,000.
8,000.
Oh, sorry, 8,000.
You got 5,000 and 8,000.
Yeah,
Then you
okay.
go to 2,100, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 contingent and 2,000.
Okay,
All re-added.
okay.
Applicant name is the Journey Dance Center. This is the second time applying, single project support grant, in the amount of $10,000. The project event name is The City in Motion. The City in Motion, a multi-week community outreach program designed to eliminate barriers to entry for dance. This project will provide free workshops in public Duncanville spaces, culminating in a collaborative community performance. Our goal is to reach children who have never had the opportunity to step into a formal studio and invite them into the Journey family. She did turn in, she was part of the report.
No, we've just had her before. I remember the name, sure.
She did provide a budget and then also listed matching funds of $3,000. Total project budget is $15,000.
And she's the one that, this is the one that just, that's in this, in our report for Claire. No, Superfly was. Oh, was she the
No, she
2025
is.
showcase?
Yes.
Yeah, the winter showcase, okay. Do you all understand? We saw her final report. It was one of the ones that we started off, it's the very last one, the winter showcase one.
How will your project promote tourism or economic development within Duncanville? By strategic advertising via social media, flyers, and website promotions. A portion of the project includes marketing Duncanville as a destination for the arts and sports, specifically targeting potential visitors within the DFW Metroplex. With this event, we aim to market heavily in Duncanville along with neighboring cities.
This particular lady had, in her final report, they had 92 dancers.
Well, here they're looking for 30, is that?
But she said they had 92 individual dancers.
Yeah.
And she says she's doing 125 packets. Starter packets.
And they welcome between 150 to 200 guests over the course of the day.
A question that I have regarding, Duncanville entity, I guess, that she wants to market this to people, or, kids on a 50-mile radius? Is there a problem with that? And not like specifically Duncanville kids? No,
It doesn't have to be.
it doesn't have to be?
The event happens here.
Yeah, the event.
Okay.
Where it is. That's a lot of miles to drive here though.
Yeah.
There'd be some
She
hits and
might
hits.
market it, yeah, and that would put people staying overnight.
And if it's worth it, the parents go.
The parents will do it. Yeah, they'll come the day before, stay overnight,
Yes.
make sure they do their class dancing, things like that. And then when they have a recital, like say like winter showcase. And so, if you're not familiar with where she's located, she's over there off of, Cedar Ridge. North, where, Kentucky Fried and
Yes.
Taco Bell is.
Yes, and that was shopping center
Yeah,
back there.
that's
Okay.
right. So she had a lot more people.
She's got lots of volunteers too.
She pays them?
Hmm?
Are they volunteers so she pays them?
$17. 10 to 20 community volunteers, 150 hours at $17, which is 27.
That's not a volunteer, that's good for you.
That's for your employees.
I'll volunteer for that.
Yeah, well, she has community volunteers. It says volunteer staffing, 10 to 20, community volunteers, 150 hours at $17 an hour.
Oh, she's counting that as something she didn't have to pay, is that what she means? Where are we here? I saw that, but.
It's towards the,
Before the page with blue on it.
yeah, before the page of blue.
And she's got in-kind contributions as well. So maybe, you know, with her having that many children, that's a good thing to have. Her goal is to achieve this housing.
Yes, some of them pay a fee, but she's also got, in her thing, scholarships of 2,600.
Yeah, that would pay a lot. Last year, we gave her 3,000, she got 97. She's asking
6 or
for
7.
10, 6,
Maybe 6 or 7.
double.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it says can be done, doesn't have to be done.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
So I know you, a lot of time for the individual discussions when we're in these specific, in this individual grant applications, has to do with the specific grant application, but, it's just like very evident to me that, we could mosh up a lot of these things or invite them to join other, you know, it's a dance group. Can you participate in the balloon fest? Since we already have that. And plus, it gives them exposure to their program, exposure to, an additional project that the art, commission is doing, and, it gives them kind of a bigger audience that, would make it worth it.
And I think, but I do think they still want their own individuality.
No, yeah, of course, but I'm saying a suggestion that they should also, that they can also participate, in these programs, cause it just amplifies the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's not just a boring, you know, like,
And it's so-
events, yeah.
But she is a business, that is what this is a business, which
course.
is a little bit,
Yeah,
I don't know that the policy covers that they're gonna get advice.
yeah.
I mean, at this point, the policy is applying for a grant to get
That's it.
grant dollars.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know that they're, I mean, giving the recommendations through contingent funding, I think that's one option, but coming to the Arts Commission, this path,
Yeah,
and then getting a response of, we'd recommend that you talk to this person, you talk to that person, you talk
Yeah.
to that person, and then create another
That's not-
event
Yeah,
where,
that's not our purview.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
at this point, that's not where you are. I mean, that's what you can set out to do,
Yeah.
but it's just not where you,
No,
what they're
yeah,
expecting from
I
it.
understand, I'm just saying, suggestions. Yeah,
I mean, that's something to consider, you know, figuring out a way for the Arts Commission to do going forward. But I don't know that, just be a little tricky, because they're expecting.
But as a business person, and here in Duncanville, and then when she hears about the Bloom Fest, and then Devin sends stuff out in the videos, if they're interested, they would contact her anyways.
I mean, that's what Bria Maiden did.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
comments? Suggestions?
Well, we haven't talked about an amount, don't really, have we?
No, we have.
5, 6, 5,000. It's a business, but it's
But a lot of businesses get grants.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, a lot of businesses get grants.
I like the fact that she had a lot of participants.
Yes.
Which was a thing that we were discussing previously.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so at least it's engaging, and it is creating something.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't know,
raise.
at the end of the night, I feel cheaper if it's, how much money do I have? I shouldn't feel that way.
I have double checked, 37,100 is so far, but you've.
Okay.
So of the 76 then, we will get more per quarter? Is that the,
The budget for the year remaining is 74,000. We'd have to go back for a budget amendment that council would have to approve, which is what we
Yeah.
wound up having to do last year.
uh,
But even this stuff, the total in the fund is 102,000, so it's not that much more than that.
right,
And then you wanna keep a reserve to go into the next year.
right.
That's as recommended, so
Be careful.
I mean,
you got two more
and-
cycles.
Yeah.
Right,
two more
Two more
cycles,
cycles.
and we've already spent half the money
and you have to be aware that some of the people may not
I mean,
take their.
of the remaining money, right? 3774, my math is so good,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
It is 37,100 out of 74,000 so far. Oh.
Right.
Never mind, I have something to tell you after. A response to your email.
Then I motion to approve $3,000 to the Journey Dance Center and see their growth throughout this year.
Well, we know that growth was fine, we just,
Oh, well,
I just think at this
I'll leave it
time,
to
3,000 was a really good number for them.
So is that a second?
Yes.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second that we approve 3,000 to the Journey Dance Center, the City in Motion grant request. Any in readiness? All in favor, say aye. I'm sorry, raise your hand. I just can't get. Okay, thank you. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Is there one more? or-
This one's a little more
One
trickier.
One more. Yeah, the Vita, the blue sheet that you have right in front of you.
Prepared by Vicente Delgado Jr. Project title Vita Impact Lab. Project description, Vita Impact Lab is a community-centered arts initiative housed in the NV Multimedia Center in Duncanville, Texas. The project is designed to expand equitable access to artistic experiences while supporting local artists, fostering cultural expression, and strengthening community connection. Through a curated series of interactive workshops and participatory arts activities, Vita Impact Lab will engage residents of all ages, including youth, families, and seniors, in meaningful, hands-on creative experiences. Programming will be culturally responsive and accessible, with an emphasis on participation rather than passive observation. The NV Multimedia Center provides an established, accessible community setting that supports creative collaboration, learning, and public engagement. Vita Impact Lab leverages this space to serve as a hub where artists and community members connect, create, and contribute to Duncanville's cultural vitality. The requested amount is
20,000.
20,000.
20,000.
And what's the max they can get?
3.
Yes. And I really like these people, and I'm glad they're here.
I'm glad they are too. We have met, Marianne and I have met with these folks before. They have a podcast, folks, you talked about that or looked at their place. They have, it's a church over off of Cedar Ridge. I think it's one block up from the school.
Yeah, it was an old something, the old something.
Yeah, but it's a church. There's a church, there's one church here, the other one's on the other side. So, it's primarily Hispanic. And what they're trying to do is engage the Hispanic community in the arts more. And so they have the venue, they have the space, they have whatever they need to do whatever they want to do.
And the expertise.
And the expertise, yes, they do. So what they're looking at is something like how we did business mixers and things like that, which they were talking to us about, doing something where they have the arts and promoting the arts in that location that they have. And I'm glad that they, but they just wanna reach out more to
where you can access, doing just, what type of production, television production there? Is it just for interviewing or?
Yep, they have a radio
It's-
station
Yeah,
on the site, they have a radio station.
and they have a way to display art, and also produce art. I mean, they can have artists come and produce the art.
Because they have an area already there, that they can have a reception, which is what they're thinking. They were thinking about having maybe art along the hallway walls and, in the main room, some, type of receptions, but there's some things that they would like to do. They just wanna promote art, and they want to get the Hispanic community in Duncanville more engaged in the arts. That's their purpose. That's their goal, not purpose, that's their goal. But it's neat, they have a little podcast.
Sounds like an excellent program.
Yeah, they do have an excellent program. They've got.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, they got their stuff together.
Okay, that's our first application.
This is their first application, yes. I don't know what you, but I'm comfortable with them.
Well, I move that we accept, Vita Impact Labs request for funding at the amount of $3,000, not $20,000.
I'll second that.
Okay, second by Lou. Okay, it's been moved and properly second that we accept Vita Impact Lab grant request for $3,000. Any in readiness? All in favor, raise your hand. All opposed? Grant passes. Thank you, you all have gone through your first grants.
I did well.
Yes, they're really good. And if you have any recommendations or suggestions before we go through our next grant cycle, whether it's the Rubik's, scoring Rubik if you used it at all, or anything else, please let us know. Yeah.
And we should give these to you, so you're gonna reuse them.
Yeah, so you can reuse them.
Oh, yeah. So, a grand total of $43,100.
That's how much okay.
And you're trying not to let us see how your face looks.
So,
Thank you for all.
yes,
Good job.
thank you, yes, thank you. So, we wound up, can I have the amount again?
$43,100.
Oh, wow.
Income.
Yeah. We need the fundraisers or something like
Madam Chair,
that. Okay, that concludes, I move that we adjourn at 8:34 PM.
Ahead of schedule.
Thank you.
We're adjourned.
That is not one.
Ahead of